Leonard Fournette ended up having the Jonathan Taylor day yesterday. Not 5 touchdowns, but 4. 100 yards rushing on 17 attempts, 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 receiving touchdown on 7 catches for 31 yards. And also he had a message to the team at halftime when the Buccaneers were losing that apparently helped propel them to the victory. Let's hear Fournette talking about the message he had during intermission.
This came at halftime. I had a speech for the team. I'm like, man, you have to have a will and a want. You have the willing to risk everything. Play by play, you have to want to win, want to fight each and every play. And I think they understood that message and came out and played their lights out. You can tell the mood, People, energy was down. And it's not like we out there getting our ass whooped. It's just the little things that's separating us to win the game from them. So just try to boost everybody, coming out, and thank God it worked.
Hey, what a year it's been, calendar year, for Leonard Fournette, because it was late November last year when he was pouting and he was moping and he was unhappy with his role, and Bruce Arians went to him and said, look, you take a half hour and you decide whether or not you want to be on this team, and you come and let me know, and if you don't want to be on this team, we'll release you. And he decided to stick around, and he ended up having a huge day yesterday. On a day when Tom Brady just wasn't as sharp as what we're used to seeing, Mike. You need to go somewhere else. And Fournette stepped up and got it done.
Well, he did. We've talked about that complementary football. Like when Baltimore's offense wasn't clicking and had the turnovers Lamar had, it was the defense that stepped up. That's what you need. And here's a guy, man, when he came out of LSU, remember how much we talked about him. Had 1,000 yards his first year in Jacksonville, missed some time his second year, had over 1,100 yards his next year. Started, would catch the ball out of the backfield as well, and just a big guy that could run people over until we got to the Derrick Henry big guy that could run people over. And, I'm glad. And it's not shocking Bruce Arians would say something like that, because that guy is a straight shooter. And luckily for that team, Leonard Fournette decided to say, okay, I'm gonna fly right and do what I need to for this team, to the point then of giving that talk at halftime and have the will and the want, to get out there and get the job done, because, he played that battering ram role yesterday. Not a ton of carries, just 17 of them, but when you could find the end zone 4 times and have, 7 catches as well. That double threat, that big dude like that catching the ball out of the backfield in the open field, it's got to be a scary sight for DBs.
I remember when he was a freshman at LSU and he exploded onto the scene, and the hype that was thrown upon him, it was almost unfair. It was too much for a kid who wasn't even 20 yet. Yeah. And he's had up and down moments, and you could say more down than up in the NFL, but it doesn't get much better than it was yesterday for Fournette. And if he can come on down the stretch, that could be a big difference maker for the Buccaneers.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.